Hello students, now this is our session number 2. In the last class we learned about the database, what is database, how databases are created, how you can go for the what is design view and datasheet view, what are the different types of data used in database. So in this class we will learn how to create database, what is record, what is field, etc. So database is a collection of related data organized in table. So tables are the building blocks of database, and tables are made up of rows and columns. Tables are made up of rows and columns. These are the rows and these are the columns. So here we get two things, that is rows and column. Okay. Now, what is rows are also called records. Rows are called records and columns are called fields. So we can also differentiate between rows and columns or records for field. See, what is record? What does the record contain? A record contains information about one entity or one item or one record of one particular person. Record contains information about one entity, one item or one particular person. Records are also called tuple. T-U-P-P-L, tuple. So, in records, what things are stored in records? Suppose you want to store the name of students in class 8B. So the field name is suppose name. In this field, you can only enter the name of the student. So this is the example of field, and these are the record. So under one column, you can only enter the number of name of the student, that is records. Okay. Similarly, it contains the information about one customer. Is called a record. For example, customer name is to customer ID, name, address, the name, address. These records are stored in records. So next one is about the column. Column are also called field. What is field? In one database, so what type of field you are using in a database? Suppose you are going to create a student database. In that cases, what type of field we need? We need student ID, we need student name, father's name, mother's name, class, sections, address, place of life, contact number. So this type of informations are stored in student record. Suppose you are going to create a library database. So if you want to create library database, so what type of field we need? Same thing. So in library database, we have go for the book ID, book's name, author name, date of issue, when we issue the books, date of return the book, what is the price of books, etc. So these are the field. A field contains certain types of information. So this field contains the name of students. If you add the phone number, so this field contains the phone number of different customers. So it contains the certain types of information for all record. Record are also called columns are also called attributes. You see, rows are called records. Record are also called tuple. Columns are called field. Field are also called attributes. So I told you that the tables are made up of rows and columns. Next, we go for the value. What is value? So what data you enter for each field, that is the value. Each specific piece of information, in a table is known as the value. A value can be located. A value is the intersections of rows and columns. So value, just the answer meaning of value. A value is a specific piece of information. Clear? Now let's come how to create table. Okay. The next point is how to create table. How to create table. Okay. So to create table, the steps are: click on the data sheet. Click on the data sheet tab. The first one is click on data sheet tab. The first one is we have to click on the data sheet tab, then click on the view options. Click on the view options. Under view options, you get three options: data sheet view, design view. With a menu will appear. If you click on the view options, a sub menu will appear. From there, you can choose the design view options. Click on. So click on design view. Okay. So when you click on design view, next a save as dialog box appear. It will reply this. A save as dialog box appear. Save as. Here you get the table name and click. So when you click on the design view, a save as dialog box appear. It will look like this. Enter the table name. If you not enter in table name, the default file name will appear here, table 1. If table 1 is already created, it will come table 2, table 3, etc. So if you want to change the table name, you can bring the mouse pointer here and change it, make it student 1, student 2. You can give any file name. So enter the file name. After enter the file name, click on the OK. So after doing these steps, when you click OK, you will get another screen of design view. Design view. Here you get, there are two parts of design view. As I explained in the last classes, there are two parts of design view. The upper part is called field description area, and the lower part is called the field property area. This part is called field description area, and this part is called field property area. So here you can enter this field name, data type, and description. This is optional. So here you can enter the different field name along with the appropriate data type. So what field name we entered? what field name will appear, we enter. That is the main questions. So the field name will depend on our questions. If I ask to create a student database, that means the data types are for student database, the field names are student ID, first name, number 2 last name, number 3 father name, address, phone number, then you can also add class, roll number, sections, etc. See, so these are the different field names used in for the student database file. One thing remind here, when you are going to save a document, then the secondary file name will automatically appear. So what is the secondary file name of MS Access? That is .accdbf, or we also get .mdb. In some file you get accdb, in some software you get .mdb. So again come back here. So these are the field name of student database. Enter the field name here one by one. Okay, then we have to use the data type for each and every field. For example, if you enter the student ID, so what field name we require? So for student ID we use number. For first name we use text. Last name we use text. Father's name we use text. Address we can use memo. Phone number is number. Class roll number, one more field I add here, that is date of birth. Okay, class we use text, because in class we use Roman number. In class we use Roman number, and Roman number are come in the form of text, not a number. Roll number is number, section is text, date of birth is date and time. So when you enter the data type, be careful. If you use number in place of text, then you cannot enter any text here. So data type is very important. Use the appropriate data type in each and every field. After entering all the field, data types and properties, discussions, you have to close it. When you close it, if the data type is not saved earlier, then you give a message, save it, save by giving any file name. Then after that you have to enter data. See, one thing, you cannot enter data in design view. We cannot enter data in design view. Data can only enter in datasheet view. Okay. So these are the field name. So when we go to the datasheet view, how will it appear? I will show you the board. So this is the table. Okay. So how many fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fields are there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The first one is student ID, first name, last name, father's name, address, phone number, class, roll number, section and date of birth. So the datasheet view will look like this. So here you can enter data one by one. So when you enter data, just press enter, it will come to the next field, or you can use navigation key. These are called navigation key. To move from one field to another field, you can use navigation key, up, down, left, right, arrow. Okay. So these are the field we use in the field in the result view. That field appear in the datasheet view. Here you can enter data. Okay. Next, you see when you enter data, in the bottom you will get some icons. You will get some icons. I'll show the icons. That is I'll show you in big way. So when you enter data here, automatically some icon will become active. These are the last taskbar. You will get the icons. What is the function of these symbols? What is the function of these symbols? These symbols are used to move from one record to another record. These symbols are used to move from one record to another record. The first one is this. If you click it here, suppose you are in this part. So you are in this part. Your cursor is here. This is the active part, active cell. Suppose you are in this part. If you click it here, automatically it will go to the first record. It will go to the first record. This will go to the previous record. Previous record. This will go to the next record. And this will go to the last record. And this one, suppose here to here all the fields are empty. Cell number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now one moves to the left to enter here. In that cases, click it here, you will get one blank field here. One blank field here, that is 8. So this icon is create a new blank record. At first, up to 7, your record is finished, and now you want to enter one more record. In that cases, click on here, you will get one blank space for the blank for enter the new record. So these are the function of these keys. So here in this way we can move from one record to another record. So there are two procedures to move from one record to another record. Let's go through that one. To move from one record to another record by moving by mouse. Moving by mouse. You see, to move from one record to another record in a database, there are two methods. One by using mouse record guess, one by using record. So to move from one record to another record, one by using record gauge, another by using scroll bar. Scroll bar. So to move from one field to another field, you can use by mouse or by record gauge or by scroll bar. So there are two methods through which you can move from one record to another record. The function of record gauge, are different. There are many functions are there, many buttons are there through which you can go for one record to another record. So till here today. So next class we go for the different record gauge, different record gauges buttons. In the next class I will explain you the different record gauge button, how to move from one record to another record. Thank you.